What is socially acceptable that shouldn't be? Getting less sleep. Going to work when ill, especially if you work in food service. Rumor mongering. It's strange to me how this is a socially accepted behavior for bonding and chatting with friends or neighbors. Paparazzi. Slavery. As long as it happens to third world countries and creates steady supplies of chocolate and rare earth metals, it seems to be just fine. Only a problem when it's in our own backyard. Being late in friends' gathering. I'm so tired of waiting 30 minutes or even an hour to start an event. I don't mind the small talk and chit-chat while waiting, but that is a really inefficient use of our limited time. People recording full concerts on their phone. Often I cannot even see the artist on stage anymore because of it. People filming and taking pictures of their dying family members to post on social media. Taking your dog everywhere. I just went to an IKEA where a dog shit on a malm. Insulting people over the internet. Feeling entitled to conversation, attention. Mistreating service workers, coffee shops, restaurants, stores, gas stations, hotels, everywhere. Playing your devices out loud. I don't want to hear your music. TikToks, YouTubes, games, or phone conversations. My ADHD really doesn't like it. Violence on TV, in movies being more acceptable than nudity. Naked person on the screen. There's a near 50% chance the viewer has those bits and knows what they look like. Person being violently murdered? Not so much. Tipping. Pay people a living wage already. The gaps in all the stalls in public restrooms. Alcohol is socially accepted and weed isn't. I can't wrap my head around that. Hundreds of thousands dying directly or indirectly from alcohol consumption, while there are no recorded deaths with cannabis. People's inability to accept that some people have food preferences. Say you don't want to eat a pile of every food you know you don't like already. Politely decline. Time to be considered a freak of nature for a few. Using single-use plastics all the time like it's nothing. Being a complete ass to the quiet people around you. Having to buy 3 different charging cables for 3 different devices, because Apple. Extreme individualism. It's to be championed that you negotiated, coerced tenant into higher rent or employee into lower wages. You are just following the rules, by evading taxes, by finding every technical loophole. Like the basis of our society is so predatory and self-destructive. Prey on others, gain leverage, screw everyone else as long as you get yours. Honestly, how many resources are utilized, gobbled up, gatekeeping resources? Things destroyed or allowed to expire simply because it's not profitable to let others have it. We produce enough for all and then some, but we allow people to die and suffer without. And we pretend it's meritocracy or motivational. Do X or you're fired. Is short do X or die in gutter maggot. It threatens your housing, your healthcare, your food. With such a threat being wielded, you can see how coercive, as well as ability to push others towards unethical behavior, including those that are currently at the top, because if they don't wring every dime from you, then they might face the same threats again. And worst part is it's not contribution or hard work or innovation. Say you came up with 100% cancer cure tomorrow, billionaire, right? Wrong, you already overcame the hurdles of equipments and licenses and education and other capital. But now you have to patent it. Pray you get it right, as those with massive capital will be looking for any opportunity. Then you have to get approval, a long process that takes significant capital. You will likely spend years drumming up investors, selling off most of equity. And then hopefully competition didn't just reverse engineer it and make a similar acting drug and bring it to market, and get huge chunk of market, and with advertising is able to suppress your completely. Or perhaps along the way lawsuits or other things against you don't bankrupt you. A possibility exists that you will be deemed not suitable to distribute it and it will be taken and given to someone at top. Best case scenario is you're essentially an employee again with investors taking 99% and you getting the penny. If powerful don't just steal it. Fact is large percentage of homeless population works. Large percentage of those in lower income jobs work multiple jobs. Perhaps two of largest indicators there is no meritocracy. Researchers have made two pretty big discoveries. First, capital not popular opinion affects legislation. Public support has almost no effect on outcome of legislation. While capital, donors' support has direct correlation to outcome of legislation. Second is your income can be predicted with high accuracy. Take your parents' income and zip code and you get really close. And with more data it becomes even more accurate, like race, family size, education of parents, etc. Without measuring your gumption, hard work. They can very accurately tell you what you will earn. And as a side note, even within families it's a coin toss, completely unpredictable. While yes, you may have trends in family, but outliers and exceptions, hard work, lazy family, are more frequent than the anomalies in prediction.